What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back with another transfer story. Well, it's a confirmed signing. It's one that we knew about, but I thought it was going to be done tomorrow. But then we saw Fabrizio say Glen Kamara is a Leeds United player, and I thought, here we go again. So here I am again, people, live and direct and live. And listen, people, just hit the like on the video, please. Best way to support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and of course, drop your comments below. John Abbott, thank you for the super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated, man. Yeah, shout out to everyone. Yeah, I know, Gavin, any more videos like KGS? I need to go to bed. Yeah, I was comfy, man. I was comfy, but then, hey, listen, it's the calling. And look, you've seen it already, haven't you, people? If you don't get this bit of news out today, by tomorrow morning, it's so old. And then we've moved on to something completely different. So let me just welcome Glen Kamara, because it's a good signing, people. And that is the midfield done with Gruev in, with Kamara in, obviously Ampadu earlier, Archie Gray here and everything else. The central midfield is pretty much done now. So it's all about now for me, left back, hopefully an attacking midfielder, and keeping Sinistera. Those are the things. John saying, great signing. Thought you were going to get rest this evening, Cage. Yeah, I did. But, you know, when the news breaks, you have to go. I've been waiting for the quotes to come up on the website, but they haven't updated them. So I'll just have to go through what I've seen on the signing video, and we'll go through them together. Yeah, Mr. Tom, we've got to start meeting like this, Cage. Yeah, I know. Ash saying three vids one day. Is it Christmas? Not yet, but I can't wait for Christmas, man. But listen, people, let's get into it. Let's get into his welcome video. So Leeds United sealed a deal for Glen Kamara from Rangers, and it's a fee believed to be around €6 million, probably about £5 million or £6 million, one of the two, but either way, it doesn't really matter. The 27-year-old midfielder joins the Whites for an undisclosed fee in a permanent transfer and has penned a 4-year contract at Ellen Road running until the summer of 2027. Loads of things in between here. But here we go. Over the past 4.5 years at Ibrox, the midfielder will go on to feature 193 times for the Rangers, scoring 11 goals. In the 2021 campaign, Kamara played a key role in Rangers winning the title for the first time in 10 years, with the club going the season undefeated and racking up a club record 102 points. And he was also named in the PFA Scottish Premiership Team of the Year. And also as well, I mean, he's very internationally seasoned as well. Since earning his first Finland cap, Kamara has gone on to represent his country 52 times and featured on 3 occasions at UEFA Euros 2020. So listen, this is another good signing for me. This is another one that we've needed, and the depth was quite telling against Salford, where we played Ampadu and Gray again. This is a good signing, beefs up our midfield a bit. He described himself. Listen, I would get up the quotes, people, but this is it. This is it on the website. I can't wait to get started, and that's it. I'm sure they will fix that by the morning, possibly. But what he said in regards to signing, there wasn't really much big club bingo. I will say that it was more just focus on the task at hand. He was just talking about how he needed a new challenge, a fresh start at a new club, which I think everyone would in Rangers, Glasgow would tell you that as well. It wasn't going to plan with him in the latter years of his time there. He wanted a new challenge. He sees himself as a box-to-box or a number 6/8. So there you go. Anything about the 10, he didn't even mention that. And he wants to prove his quality. And of course, he was asked at the end of the video, what is the aim for this season? And he simply said, promotion. That I'm telling you, these players are not signing here unless promotion is on the cards. They're just not going to do it. So whatever you hear in the interim, even from Daniel Farker, where they say, we're just going to take it one game at a time and everything else like that, I'm sorry, you don't sign Joel Perreault, you don't sign Ethan Ampadu to say, you know what, lads, Glen Kamara too, you know what, we want to just settle in the championship for this season, see how we get on, and then next season we'll go for it. No, this is an all-out assault to try and get promoted this season, and we've gone the right way about it. Carl Brown is saying, as a Finland supporter, he'll be fine in the championship. Yeah, I do. I think that will be more than good in the championship. With all due respect, I always say about SPL, and listen, SPL fans can take it to heart if they want. The SPL is not a league of any, it's not a league of any quality. It just isn't, I'm afraid. And it goes every time you go in the Champions League qualifying rounds and you get smacked around by minnows, never mind PSV. it's like minnows of Europe, and it's just not a league of quality. But sometimes you can pick out gems from that league. Will Glen Kamara be a gem? I don't know, but I think he will be a very good player at this level. Yeah, Bubs, it was nice, wasn't it? Short and sweet. The video isn't that long. I think it's just over 2 minutes, and that's probably why they're having trouble getting quotes on the site here. But yeah, he said promotion. That is it. Jed Spence said the same. Gruev didn't say that as such, but I think he was alluding to the fact that we're trying to get promoted. Because again, why would a Bulgarian international player move from Werder Bremen? He might not be playing regularly, but why would he move to the championship just to say, well, I hope we finish 10th and then go again next year? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be in this league, people. I'm telling you, nobody wants to be in this league. So it's about getting out of this season, getting up to the Prem, and then we go. David Speakman saying, I'm in Australia, KG. Your notifications keep waking me up. Happy to. Yeah. Look, it is happy news, David. It could have been something else. There's bids going in for our players and there's interest in our players. It might not always be a happy notification, but we're just hoping that we go through the rest of this window unscathed, unless it's players that we're trying to move out, like a Yelda, maybe a Gelhart, maybe JB as well. There's players that will be on the move. Look at Ed here. Glencolo Kante from Wish, yeah, KG. Tremendous. Listen, Ed, you need to worry about your scrimping and saving for a left back. I see you going in for regular now. Cucurella's dead. You guys are just scrimping and saving here. What's this 1 million loan fee for Amrabat? Come on now. You big Man United, get the money out. So yeah, Glen Kamara in the building. I'm happy with this one. Completes the midfield. Let's see how we get on tomorrow. Let's get into some of your comments now. Russ in the house saying, getting these two over the line leaves us solely to concentrate now on adding a quality left back. Keep Sydney and it's happy days. 100% Russ. I just don't see how we don't go for a left back tomorrow. It's a glaring weakness in the team. And I mean, it's not even like a weakness where you can get by. We tried that in the Premier League, people. We tried that in the Premier League, trying to get by with a substandard left side, and it doesn't work. And it hasn't worked so far in the Championship either. That side has been obliterated because it's not strong enough. So I'm with that. I think a quality left back. If we can't buy one, why not go for a loan? I mean, the Matt Target one. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense. And would Newcastle facilitate a loan move for Matt Target? Who knows? But that would be a solid signing at this level, at Championship level. But hopefully they're in for somebody. They have to be. There's got to be someone. Jared saying Furpo, bro, hate it, but it's true. We'll find out tomorrow, won't we, Jared? A lot of people are worried about this, and that Furpo is the answer to the question. If we don't sign a left back, that is obviously going to be the case. That will obviously be the case in regards to Junior Firpo upon return from injury, being the left back that we will use in the Championship. Because there's just no other reason not to get one, people. There's just no other reason. Let me get the super chats. Carl Brown, thank you. Thanks, KG. Thank you, Carl Brown. Always bigging up and supporting the channel. Thank you, Carl. And Terje Ness, member for 10 months. Memberships are in the description, people. Thank you for the continued support. With a left back and attacking mid, this will be a superb window. 100%. 100%. For me, it's always hard to give a straight up 10. I know some of you love giving out 10s like the sweeties, but if we get an attacking midfielder and a left back, it's as close to a 10 as you could get, especially under the circumstances that we've been operating under all summer, where other clubs have been able to sell their assets. We've had to loan a lot of them out. They've done wonders already. Let's be real, but it can change on the turn of a dime. If we hear Sinister in the morning is gone, we haven't signed a left back. We are looking. Well, let me speak for myself. I am looking at this window a little bit differently. Well, yeah, listen, let me get your thoughts on this, because I've been seeing this a bit, some of my members asking me in regards to another striker, because we're not linked to any strikers to come in. And I think it's because we've got Joel Perot, we've got Mateo Joseph to come back as well, and we've got somebody else. But is anybody else wanting another striker? Me, I'm calm with the striking scenario right now. I think there's other pressing needs to get. And with our front four, there is always the way that if Sinise does stay, he can go up front if Perot's injured. Even Nanto can do a stint up there in case of emergency. I just think that we're possibly covered there. Rutter as well, who posted on his Instagram today saying, march on together or something like that, showing that he's probably going to be here. I just think look, we're probably okay up front. What is everyone saying? Um Mark, just need to sign Messi and we will be good. Yeah, Messi's out in the MLS. It's funny to me. I find it hilarious though, and I'm not starting a Ronaldo versus Messi debate here. But when Ronaldo went out to Saudi Arabia and he was banging hat tricks and this and that, everyone was like, "Ah, it's a pub league." Messi is in fairy tale USA land where it seems like every match seems to be scripted for him to score a winning free kick, and it's like, oh Messi, crazy stuff, man, crazy stuff. Resident Alien, if we got Paint Seal, he can also play up front. Okay, yeah, I mean, listen, I've done a lot of videos, but I did mention in not the last video, but the video earlier from maybe this morning that Paint Seal is going to Burnley. So it looks like Genk and Burnley have done a deal. I think it's actually on loan with an option to buy for 18 million, but Paint Seal isn't an option anymore. He's off to Burnley. Um, okay. Phil just saying, not gonna lie, the thought of Firpo coming back at left back and balling out in the championship makes me gas. Yeah, all right, man. um, JP saying, I'd like a left back because I want a threat from both fullbacks, not just someone who does a job there. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I said with Matt Target, he's not the greatest going forward. His crosses are nothing special. He's got no real whip on them or nothing like that. But he is a solid two-way defender, and you can't argue with that at this level. And with our clean sheet record being as abysmal as it is, yeah, we could do with a steady Eddie back there. And I think he's got the athleticism to cope. I 100% believe that. But maybe Newcastle aren't willing to load him out. Who knows? Yeah, Caspadino saying when Fatty goes to Brighton, everything is possible. Crazy window. Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, let me just go into another story that broke tonight as well. I was going to include this tomorrow, but here we are. Burnley tried a little something for Crysencio Summerville. Via Fabrizio Romano, understand Burnley have made a 20 million offer to Leeds United for Crysencio Summerville in the last 24 hours. Leeds rejected the offer out of hand, no chance, and that is music to my ears. Listen, there was always the danger of Crysencio Summerville attracting interest too. Thought it was going to be more from like the Palace side or something like that, but obviously with Elise staying, maybe they don't see him as important. But yeah, 20 million. Nah, we'll leave that. We'll leave that. Somerville's here. Let's keep him here, man. He'll be one of the best attackers in the league. As much as I love Sinistera and want him to stay as well, I feel like Somerville is in that same mold. I think they're not as important as each other because Sinistera is more of a game winner, but Somerville just opens so much stuff up that he'll be a key asset in this league. Yeah, Caspadino. That's what I was saying myself. Finally, a serious club. Yeah, we're not messing about no more. Just think about in previous regimes, not just Radrazani, because he can't just be blamed for this. Other regimes where we just seem to bow to anyone who come in for our players. It's embarrassing. We've showed this summer already that we are not to be messed with, and the word will get out there. The Nanto thing to Everton, Somerville having a bid rejected, the hard ball we're playing with Sinistera, the word will get around to say that, you know what, this isn't the old Leeds United that you guys used to know. They actually want serious money for their assets now. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Um, yeah, well, Jared tells me we got cash. Yeah, I mean, we've bid for Matt O'Reilly. That's been rejected, the 10 million bid. I did mention it in the other video, so I'm not going to talk about too much here. But it just shows that we do have money to spend. Obviously, we still have to work within the parameters of PNS, but the money is there to spend, and that we don't have to sell assets like Somerville to fund them. It's great. It's absolutely great. Yep, clean sheet, please. Imagine this board in the Prem. I can't wait to see it. I think that the 49ers investment, once we're in the Prem, once we're back in the Premier League, I think we're gonna start looking at those teams like Brentford at the moment, who are going in for Bakayoko and Brighton going in for Ansu Fati. I think we'll be along those lines again. So where people think, no one like that will come to Leeds, of course they would come to Leeds. It's just that we didn't go in for them hard enough. We didn't go in for them hard enough, man. So we were just going on for these other players that were never going to make the grade over long term. So yeah, Yeah, JTEX. Sorry. People saying what a massive club Leeds is, and now they're acting like it. It's about time, JTEX. That it's about time. I've been saying for so long this club is so huge that, but everything, the expectation, the judgment of players of who people think is a good player has fallen on its backside over the past few years. If we was back, here you go, take a drink. I'm about to say it. If we were back in the 99-2000 season, yeah, half of these players wouldn't even make the grade. No one would be talking about no Luke Ayling or nothing like that. Patrick Bamford, he would never even be an option with the options that we had in the at the turn of millennium. The expectations has fallen, and I think that coincides with how the club's been run. It just goes hand in hand over a period of time. You get Stockholm syndrome, but I've always just tried to make sure that people remember just how huge this football club is, and I think the 49ers see that too. Yeah, Mr. Tom, I'm tired of being a sleeping giant. I'm tired of it too, man. You see Newcastle going into that juicy Champions League group today, PSG, Dortmund, Milan. I'm waiting for those days again, man. I'm waiting for those days again where we're in those conversations. It's probably a few years from now. Some of us probably won't even be here when it's that time. But I'm waiting for those days. That's where I want this football club to go again. I'm not happy just being a big fish in a small pond. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. When we lose games against these smaller teams and you get their fans chirping up, it's like, oh, is this what we've been reduced to? So yeah, I want the club to get back, and it looks like the 49ers could be that leadership and ownership, I should say, to get us back where we should be. Yeah. Um, let's have a look. Lee saying Leeds want 3 more before the window closes. That would be magically. I hope so. I hope so. Mm. Mr. Tom here. I attended Real Madrid versus Leeds. It wasn't supposed to be a once in a lifetime opportunity. I say that as well, Mr. Tom. I took it for granted. I didn't get to go to games. I was a little bit young then to go, and my mom didn't have that kind of money, I'm afraid. But I took it for granted. I thought we was going to be there year after year, or if not year after year, once every so often. I thought because people forget we was a dominant team in that era. We was a real top 4, top 5. We used to take scalps here and there from Arsenal, Man United, and everything else like that. We were a good team at this point in time. I don't even remember winning 5 games in a row. People, I don't even remember that. But back in this era, I thought, yeah, we're going to have this, and then not only did it get taken away, we just fell into the doldrums for near 16 years. And now we're back there, people. So, but listen, we will be back. We will be back. As that kid that was crying at the time, he's a grown man now. We will be back. Yeah, Julie, the phoenix is rising from the ashes. That's what I like. So, yeah, listen, people. Oh, no way. Let me just get this. Rich here watching from DLP Cheyenne, loving the update. You lucky son of a gun. Which block are you in, Rich? Let me know which block you're in. Yeah, I love the Cheyenne. It's my favorite hotel at Disneyland Paris. So, Pete saying Olivier Decor would have made Jamie Shackleton cry. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh my lord, please don't make me do it. I don't want to go back watching Premier League years again. I will do it. I will do it. Richard saying 2 more loans and 1 more permanent left back, number 10, another centre half assorted. Whoa. I mean, if we were to do that, Richard, that's a lot. I don't think we're going to get all that sorted, but yeah, left back and number 10. If we get anything else, it's a bonus. Richard Sundance. Okay, so that's like near the top, isn't it? It's near the top where the river is, or something like that. Yeah, near the top. But yeah, shout out to you, man. Have a good time there, man. It's great theming. That's the best hotel, man, for theming. It's just so immersive. So yeah. Oh no, now you got me in a shy mood. But yeah. But yeah, listen, people, is there anything else? Okay. Jared here. Can Archie play in the 10? I think that Archie can play as a hybrid. I don't think he can play out and out 10, but I think he could play the 8/10 if needs be, because he's got the intelligence to do it. He's got the passing range, and he loves to get a shot off. I think he could do it. But I think he's good in the place that he is right now. I think he's really excelling in the area he is right now. So let's just keep him there for now. But if we don't get in the 10, I can imagine if Somerville's not playing there, we may ask Gray to advance a little bit. Or maybe it will be Jorginho Rutter. There's a couple of options, but I would love a specialist. You know, I'd love just an outright specialist that has, you know, not a jack of all trades. I want the master of one. So, but we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Rich is saying, great content, KG, and don't go to bed just yet, as someone famously said. No, listen, everyone who's in England, obviously it's not the same in Australia, America, go to bed, because I think that is it for the day. That is it for the day, people. So I'm going to end it there. Welcome to the club, Glen Kamara. That concludes the midfield for Leeds United. Now it's tomorrow, the last 24 hours. Can we keep Sinistera? Can we get a left back? Can we get an attacking midfielder? It's big ass, but this is big ambitions and the big prizes at the end of it in core promotion to the Premier League. If the 49ers want it, they've got to be aggressive tomorrow. Have to be. So people, Kevin, 6 a.m. I don't see 6 a.m., man, unless I'm just going to bed. But now, listen, people, please hit a like on the video, subscribe if not subscribed, drop your comments, and I will see. Okay, Jared, thank you for the super chat, Jared. Much appreciated. And I will see you tomorrow, people. Peace out.